my goodness. Do not adjust your camera. Oh, that is, Bob did not lose 120 pounds. That is the legendary Trinity the Tuck.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here as Bob the Tuck.
Bob the Tuck. You know, I don't think Bob he's never tape tucked before.
Really?
Yeah, and I tried it once on season 10 and it did not go well because I'm like a sweaty girl. And it was on the glitterific runway. And I was like, you know what? I'm on Drag Race. I'm going to try tape tucking for the first time. First of all, I used duct tape.
Oh, okay. That's probably your first mistake.
Yes. And it was really rough. And then so I taped myself and I thought it was going well. And then as we were like waiting to walk down the runway, I'm like sweating. And as I'm walking, the tape was just unsticking. And that's why they had to blur my runway on season 10 because my dick and the tape were just fully out.
No,
embarrassing. Well, I can't watch it.
You got. There's prep to it. You have to use like rubbing alcohol to get like any residue or sweat. Cancer causing products like spray adhesive to make sure that it doesn't come off like that.
Yes.
Season 9. We were. We filmed for so many hours on the runway.
Yeah.
And I did so many naked looks on the runway.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say penis?
You get dick, pussy, balls.
My penis was like taped so long every day. I started to get black whelps.
No, you did not.
I fully thought that I had an STD the whole time I was filming season 9, and this is like right around the time that Eureka, basically also known as Eureka, gets eliminated for an injury, and I'm like, bitch, I'm not telling them that my dick is falling off, bitch. I'm keeping this to myself,
girl. No.
And so I went to the doctor as soon as we got done filming. Because it was that way the whole time, and I had to tape over that.
Oh my god,
it was bad.
The pain.
It looked like a horror movie down there, girl. I was like, oh, but I went to a doctor as soon as I got back to Florida, and they were like, no, you don't have an STD, but you are allergic to duct tape. And I was like, well, I've never been allergic, but they were like, if you're doing it so often.
Yeah. And so now you use vinyl tape.
Now I use, it's called boat tape. It's like a vinyl that has like a stretch to it.
A stretch to it. Boat tape.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, someone's going to comment and be like, no, Monet, you fucking dumb bitch. But they use it to steal a boat or something.
Girl, I am not butch. I don't know. You better ask a lesbian, a lesbitarian or something.
Oh my God, boat tape. Yeah, Jacob, you see what boat tape is actually used for? That's good. That's going to be very interesting. Yeah, Naomi was also, I don't think Naomi tape tucks anymore. A lot of queens just use wear really tight gaffs.
See, I even use a gaff unless I'm doing something that won't let me wear one.
Yeah, because it's too revealing.
Right. But I always feel like when I'm just doing that, like a ball is gonna pop out or something.
Oh, and it's happened to me. There's so much footage of y'all love tagging me and it. Like, girl, we see you. I'm like, I don't care.
You're chewing gum.
I'm like chewing gum.
That's what people say. It looks like chewing gum.
Oh, it absolutely happens. I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm in drag. I'm not. Also, I never really wear outfits like that as revealing as
well, I don't know, Miss Body. You over here looking snatched. I don't know what you eating or what you not eating, but you're starting to take over my tagline. So I assume that you will be wearing. So if you need me to make you a couple of thong outfits, I'll be happy to.
Oh my God, I just don't know if I can.
Yes, you can. I should make you your first outfit. Your first naked outfit should be like a slingshot.
A slingshot. You said it. Oh my God, Trinity.
Yes.
I just don't think I possess that.
Yes, you do.
Just the confidence, though. Like it takes a certain type of bitch to like come out in a slingshot on one of them things, which you have, and you look fucking great. And it just, I don't know if I have that yet. What
you got to get out this mindset that, first of all, you could have wore it before you got to the size that you are. You could have wore it then because you were very proportionate all over.
Yeah.
Big old thighs and all. You could definitely wear that. You should, work on your confidence.
I know. I will.
Because you are beautiful. Your body is
Thank you.
I wish I had your body.
Well,
your legs.
I do have thick legs. The people always like, Monet got a BBL. Fucking Meatball started this goddamn rumor that I got a BBL. I'm like, no, I did not get a BBL. I just got a little fat taken out. I did not get a BBL.
We love Meatball.
Oh, y'all not.
Oh no, she's fine.
Okay.
I just had to block her, but who haven't I blocked on social media?
Trinity we call you Trinity the Blocker. Trinity will block the shit out of people.
There's probably at least 5 Rue girls that I blocked.
Oh, really?
At least.
I blocked 2, and one I unblocked because I blocked. Y'all know who the other one is from season 10. I blocked her.
Tamisha.
No, Vixen. But I don't like to not invoke her name because
okay.
then she'd be the whole thing online. Like, why is Monét talking about me? So I'm just, right. Jacob was like, Monét, keep on going. So, but then I blocked Tamisha Iman because she had a whole scandal with me and Bob on her season because she thought that we were really being mean to her. And then I met her in person at DragCon, whatever the DragCon after her season was. 2021, whatever it was.
I was there. I was standing right beside you.
Oh, right. Yes. And then we met, and she was like
nothing had happened.
Yeah. And I was like, bygones be bygones. She was like, yeah, girl. And then that was it. And I was like, all of that for that. You know what I mean?
I was hoping there was gonna be a SmackDown.
I mean, I was ready to have a SmackDown with Tamisha.
You're gonna pull the colostomy bag, bitch. And there's gonna be shit going down, literally.
But she was very nice and she was very sweet.
She's an icon.
I'm not from that world, so and no shade. It's not anything shady. I didn't know about Tamisha Iman.
Yeah.
Or the Iman family dynasty. Like, I didn't even know that bitch that came down from the ceiling was an Iman. I didn't know that until they said on Drag Race. So I didn't know. But you know her from pageant world. Yes.
So she's an icon. She is my drag mother's inspiration for drag because she's back in the day, like in the 90s, she was like very ahead of her time with fashion and like pageantry. She's an amazing dancer. She was one of the queens that would always come out with a huge dance troupe and like just obliterate it.
Really?
Just obliterate it. She's won pretty much everything.
Tamisha has?
Tamisha, she's won so many national titles.
Work.
And she's an icon in the pageant world. Like I've competed against her and she beat me.
Really?
Yeah. Well, actually no, I haven't competed against her. The year that I did US of A the first time was when I competed with Alyssa and BB Zahar Benet. BB made it to the top 5. That was the year that Alyssa won. Tamisha crowned Alyssa. And girl, I didn't even make the top 10, girl. They sent me to the audience.
I didn't know that BB did pageants.
Yeah.
BB Zahar Benet?
Yeah, I don't know that she's like a big pageant queen, but she's done several. Yeah, she's gotten very close to several major pageants. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, we talked about this before. Like, I am interested in doing a pageant. Like, I would like to really, like, for real, like, do all the things, do the preliminaries, and like legitimately do like a Miss Continental,
I think you could.
Miss US of A.
Yep.
Or the other one, Miss Black Universe.
Yeah. Oh.
I would like to one of those.
If you would do Miss Black Universe, let me tell you. Okay, so I know all my histories of all my pageants. Universe, which is what most people call it, but it's Miss Black Universe, is the epitome of pageantry because it is a fashion pageant, and they always have an incredibly long, thick runway.
Ooh.
So like when you model everything, you're modeling for, it seems like days.
Really?
And it's like, and when I tell you the girls do not play, the boys don't play either. Like
there's a Mr. Universe as well. Got it.
And it is like a fashion pageant. It is like, to me, the most iconic pageant.
Really?
Because I love a good look.
Yeah, you do.
And
you do.
And it's all of their looks. Every look they have sportswear.
Because so sportswear, they do that instead of swimwear in this one, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Sportswear, evening wear. Presentation is always white, I believe, and they always do like incredible like costumey gowns, like just incredible look. You should really look into it.
See, but I just don't know. Like, I would be so intimidated by these girls because, again, these are like people who like are like, they do pageants all the time. I would be so green, so new to it. And then I've also heard this tea that once you are in Drag Race, like the judges, like you get a lot of side eye, and like they kind of not give you maybe as good as scores as you would have because you've already been on Drag Race. You have this exposure.
I think that's true.
Really?
I think the year that the last time that
Silky.
Alexis well, Silky's is a good example too. Alexis Mateo did US of A several years ago after she was on Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she was first or second runner-up. I thought, as a spectator, I didn't see her interview, but for everything else I saw, I thought she won. So I think it is true. I think that once you get on the show, like Trinity K. Bonet's done a lot of pageants since, and they've denied her flowers. Silky.
I've seen some of Trinity's performances. She really shuts it down.
Completely.
Yeah.
Kennedy is another great example.
Kennedy,
although she did win US of A after she was on Drag Race.
After season 7.
Finally, though.
Because she had done it for a long time.
A lot.
Got it.
But I thought she could have won several other times.
Kennedy Davenport. I remember the last time I saw Kennedy Davenport, I was on Work the World, and we were in Dallas or something, and Kennedy is one of those people, like, first of all, we've all seen Kennedy. Like, Kennedy is an amazing fucking performer. But, like, the minutes leading up to before she gets on the stage, like, Kennedy comes into the venue, like, to get ready, and she is, like, limping. Her body hurts. She's like, ooh, girl, I just don't know. And then, bitch, as soon as she's walking on that stage.
Well, she's not young.
I know.
She's not. She looks like
she looks great.
Yeah, she looks like she would be young. But
yeah.
She's not young. So to think, I don't know how old she is, but she's old. She's definitely older than me. I'll be 40 next year. So
really?
Yes. So to think she's doing all these backflips and splits and high kicks.
Not.
I turned 39 in December. Yes, ma'am. So in 1 year almost, I will be 40.
Girl, you look great. I thought we were the same age.
I want a facelift next.
No, you do not.
Yes,
do you really?
I do. I want that. I'm just like, cut off this. Actually, the doctors suggest you to get facelifts. If you're going to get a facelift, to get it in your 40s rather than wait till you're in your 50s and 60s, because it's less of a drastic change and your body can heal faster.
Okay, let me show you what I want to do. You ready? So I want to do like a slight. So you see how this, I'm trying to do, so you see how this eye is like this and this eye is a little hooded. I want to do this just to make them even.
You don't need that.
I do. Y'all see that? You see this?
You don't need that.
Yes, I do.
You're saying you have a hooded eye and you don't have a hooded eye, bitch.
Well, yeah, but look.
You could do that with Botox.
To make this not.
Yes.
Where
they inject it like right at your brow and it lifts your brow.
Really?
I'm telling you, go sit. Girl, I know everything. What are you talking about? Altering your body? I know all about that.
So just Botox there will fix that?
Botox. Also, try, they have string wires.
The threads. I've
done that recently too. Oh, it was sickening. I had it done. I would say 2 years, but it turns to collagen. So they're biodegradable threads. They're not like literal wire.
It was like wire.
No. It turns to collagen. So it helps make your actual collagen start again.
So those of you who don't know, I've heard this process. I've had a few friends have done it, and how do they get them in?
So it's from the side, and first of all, it sounds awful. It's crunchy.
You can hear it?
You can hear it.
No.
And you can, because they numb you, you can feel the pressure of it. Girl, because I have silicone in my cheeks, you should have seen this little doctor. He was getting up on top of a chair to try to jab these wires in the side of my cheeks, bitch, trying to get through all this plastic, literally like silicone. And like at one point, I can't remember which side, he was trying to shove it in and it was not going. I was like, oh my God, what have I done? I have finally done it, bitch. I'm gonna have paralysis in my face, bitch.
Oh my God, Jacob is gagging. Jacob can't his mouth. Jacob can't even take it. Oh my God,
but that might be an option for you. I do encourage
threads. Well, what's the name? Black China.
She just had all that removed.
She got it all dissolved and stuff.
I think she looks the same.
I think she does too. I mean, people are like, look at the difference. I mean, there's like a slight difference you can see, but she looks
what
the
it is
same.
she's not wearing the same kind of makeup.
That's
she's wearing
what
more
it is.
natural makeup.
That's what
and
the fuck it is.
She's beautiful.
She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She's good. And that's so like people don't realize the power of makeup. Honestly, well, we know the power of makeup. We you know what? Let's take a break. We'll talk about the power of makeup in the break. So like, obviously we're drag queens. We know the power of makeup to transform. And sometimes when these people be looking crazy, they just are doing a lot. They're just changing their makeup. That's all.
Yeah, like look at a drag queen. Like, you're using highlight and contours to shape your face. Well, that's what celebrities are doing.
Literally.
And that's what Black China does.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All that eyeliner she does. I mean, her lips are huge. I think that was a lot of filler too.
Yeah. I think she got that taken out.
She did. She got a lot of her filler out. I think though, like when you see, I haven't had actual filler in my face since I got this, because this is not the biodegradable.
Right,
this is
right.
like the permanent. Don't ever do it, kids. But
I'm. So would you not do it again?
Oh no, I would never do more filler. I don't want filler. I have had some of my lips taken out.
Oh really?
Like surgically, and I want to have some of my cheek taken out. Yeah.
And then when you take it out, would you put more filler into?
I guess it would depend on if I look like Freddy Krueger or not. You know, girl, if she looking scary, then yes, I would. But the right stuff, you know.
Well, you know, my friend Jasmine Rice LaBeija, who is if y'all know Jasmine, if you go on her Instagram, look at her old video, because she got a BBL.
Oh, her body looked great.
She wasn't happy with it.
Really?
So she got a recommendation for silicone. She got like a couple rounds of silicone injected into her ass.
No.
Yes, but I mean, Jasmine wants to look like I want to look like an alien. I want to look like otherworldly. Like I want my proportions of my body to look crazy, which it did. Her ass was. I mean, this was her back. It was crazy. And then it started to like discolor her cheeks, and it started to like seep into other organs.
That probably was not the right stuff.
Because isn't it all not the right stuff? It's all...
Well, yes, but like yes, never put any of that in your body. I do not advocate for back alley silicone.
But yours looks great though. And
yeah, but I was lucky. Like
yeah.
I would never say somebody. I get asked all the time, "Who did your ass? Who did your ass?" I would do not suggest that. I do not tell anybody. I would never suggest that. It's just not what you do. I was very young and stupid.
Yeah.
And, you know, back then, that's what trans women did. And I went to the quote unquote doctor with this trans woman who was encouraging me to do it because that's what they knew to do.
I have a lot of friends, but
and so that's what we did back then. But nowadays there's so many more options.
Yeah.
And but there is a difference because you can, what I got was called medical grade silicone, which is what they use in like breasts and stuff like that. But it's encapsulated with like
the bag.
Yeah, with a bag.
Yeah.
But there are other substances that people put in your body that can destroy tissue, which is what happened if it's discolored.
That's what. So she had to get that removed, and so she's like, she calls me. She's like, "Hey Monet, I'm coming to LA. I wanted to know if I can stay with you." I was like, "Sure." She's like, "I'm just going to get a little procedure done." I was like, "Okay, like, sure." Bitch, I was fully her fucking doctor. Like.
No,
like she got there and she's like going to my. She's like, "Okay, so do you mind coming to pick me up?" When I go to pick her up, because I'm like, "Oh, maybe because if you can get your tooth pulled, you have to get someone to come pick you up because they want you to drive." So I'm going to the doctor's office in Beverly Hills to pick her up, and he's like, "Okay, here's this and that and the other. She has these drains. You need to make sure you do that. She also has a catheter. We need you to drain her." Like I was like,
a catheter?
Yes.
What in the world?
I was her fucking doctor. So she's at my house on my fucking couch in my living room, and I am nursing this fucking bitch after she got like 8 pounds of her ass taken out. And I'm like nursing her back to help. And I'm like every 3 hours, I'm draining her thing.
No.
I'm emptying her catheter into the toilet. And then on the same day, the doctor was like, she should not walk for the entire day. But and this was like in the morning at 10 o'clock, I pick her up. And then by like 6 o'clock, she's like, I really just I think I can walk to the bathroom. I was like, okay. So I'm behind her walking to the bathroom. Girl, she's standing at the toilet. And when I tell you, she just starts to turn immediately pale and like blue. And Jasmine is an Asian woman. So, she got a little color in her. But when I tell you, she was ghost pale. And I look down, the blood is leaking all over the floor because it was like rushing out because she wasn't supposed to stand up. It was just rushing out of her ass. And my entire bath. She ruined my sponge mat that Kimchi bought me for my birthday because it was just blood all over my bathroom. I was like, Jasmine, we have to get you back to the couch. And she's like,
yeah, bleed on my couch, not my rug.
So, and she had a little blood on my couch. And oh my God. So I would get her back to the couch. And now I'm cleaning up her blood with my bare hands on my floor. It was just insane. I'm a really good friend.
Yes, you are. And you're also now a registered nurse.
It was crazy. But now she's better. And I think They didn't take. She still has a nice. I'm like, just stay that way, girl. Don't do anything else.
Do
Just like,
not, people, do not be stupid.
Yeah,
Don't
we
use
don't.
there are so many other options. And
Yeah.
if you can't get it, it's better to have no ass than no life.
You know what I mean?
Because I know a lot of people who've had silicone put in, even in just their ass, and it gets in their bloodstream and they get silicone poisoning and drop dead. Yeah.
All should just have a bigger ass.
Yep.
Or like some hips or something. That's crazy.
Well, you have to think a lot, and all of the ones that I know of are trans women.
Yeah.
Because like back in the day, when you're trying to get, you're a working drag queen. First of all, they still to this day pay normal local drag queens
Which
the
is
same way what they've been
crazy.
paid in the 80s.
Bitch, which is crazy. I was with some friends in New York, some drag friends in New York, and I was like, yeah, so like, the clubs must be paying more now. The clubs are still paying girls what I was getting paid when I first started drag.
What entertainers were getting paid before I even started drag more than 20 years ago, the same amount. That's why, these trans women back then, how are they supposed to afford an actual surgery? They're doing what they need to do to feel comfortable in their body. And also like pageant queens in general, like that you want to compete at Continental, which is, there's very few quote unquote boy queens who have won. It's mostly been trans women. So if you wanted to compete and you wanted to do well and you wanted to look like the doll, then you had to become the doll, which means you had to put yourself up on somebody's dining room table and get pumped full of silicone.
Wild.
Girl, crazy.
Yeah. So to all these like club, these bars, you pay these bitches more money. There's no reason why girls are still making $150, which is what I made when I first started. 10 years later now, like inflation.
You can't even buy a wig for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all want these bitches to come with new looks and new wigs and bitch, pay the girls. You local bar owners, pay these fucking bitches more money.
Yes.
Pay them more money.
And tip.
Yeah. So I have a question. So, in New York City, it is not regular for like, actually, I'm going to pee really quick and I'll be back. I have to pee. Hold that thought. And we're back. So I've been starting to drink more water. I'm making myself drink 2 of these a day. So
It's just water?
Just water. I'm just peeing all the time.
That's not tap water, is it?
Absolutely not. I don't drink tap water.
Yeah, me either. You know that they've just found like so many forever chemicals in U.S. tap water that like are cancer causing and stuff.
I'm sure.
I'm like, I never liked tap water. This is why I never drank it. My grandparents that raised me were like, oh, tap water's fine. Absolutely not.
No, I don't do tap water.
That's why you died. That's why. Not to be morbid, but like seriously, like
yeah. Well, they allegedly New York City has good tap water. They say like
ain't nobody got good tap water. You better drink the spring water or some filtered water, honey.
Yeah. Wait, what was I saying before I left?
We were talking about like medical grade silicone and then going that for pageant.
Yeah, I don't remember. I lost my thing.
Makeup?
No, it was something.
A local queens.
It was local. What's about local queens?
Tipping your queen.
Yeah, I don't remember. Tipping. Oh, it was about tipping.
No, you said New York doesn't do tips or something like that.
New York. Yeah, it was a question. Like I don't know. This happened in New York.
Oh, yes, it happened in New York. Okay, so in New York City, like it's customary for like a bar hires you and you do your gigs every week and like that, and like you do multiple bars. But in the South, like a bar will contract you like as like an employee and you only work at that bar.
Oh yeah, well,
that's
girl,
a thing, right?
In Birmingham, where I'm from, there were 2 bars, 2 gay bars in the entire city, and if you worked at one, you did not work at the other. And they were rivals. They're still kind of rivals to this day.
Yeah,
you do not cross over, honey.
But do they pay you like how many shows do you do a week?
Like 4.
Okay,
but like so. For a local queen, whenever I was there, I was making pretty good money. When at the height of my Birmingham pay, I was getting paid $175 a night, working 4 nights a week at a bar. But that was because me and two of the other bigger name drag queens in the city. Raquel Scott at the time, she doesn't really do drag anymore. And then one of my best friends, Obscenity, who now lives in Nashville. Yep.
Yeah.
So we were running this Ponzi scheme, bitch, where because we were the cast. We were the dream cast of what all the bars, the two bars wanted, and we went between the two and like getting raises.
Word.
And because the crowd would follow us.
Yeah.
So
and right, use your fucking power.
yeah, and so then this new bar opened, and they were like, "Well, we'll pay you $25 more a night." So that raised it from $150 to $175.
Word.
So we went there. And within a month, that bar closed because they couldn't afford it.
Shit. So then y'all were like, JK.
Girl, so then the bar that we had left said, girl, they were like, well, we're not paying you that. We're not even going to pay you what you were getting paid before. If you want a job, you're going to get paid $100.
Word.
So basically almost half of what we were getting paid. We went back there. The next week they closed because they were going bankrupt.
Oh, shit.
So girl, we were done. Girl, that was the end of the trio, honey.
Yeah, but see, but y'all stuck together. That's why y'all have power.
We did.
Queens, unionized. I think that we've so many girls that talk about this, but there needs to be some type of drag queen union. Like,
there really should.
There really should. For all these fucking movie sets and stuff, like there needs to be like a specific union for drag queens to protect our rights when you go to these music videos, when you do these TV shows and all. Like, we need to have that. We need to have that. And we keep on saying it, no one's done it, but I mean.
I don't even know how that would even begin.
I don't know how unions start either. I'm too dumb. I don't know.
Same. The only other person I've heard bringing it up is Willem. She's too dumb too. I love her.
Someone was telling me how like Willem, I don't know. I think Willem is pretty open about their thing. Where Willem is like the madam of like Hollywood. Like if you want a hooker, if you want.
Oh, she knows it all.
She knows all of it.
I love Willem.
Willem is great.
She knows everything. She knows everything about everybody, bitch.
Everybody.
Girl,
how?
Girl, I don't know. And how she keeps, and she spills a lot on her podcast, but even behind the scenes, she has more tea.
Girl, I know.
She is a good friend, bitch, because she knows a lot of shit about a lot of people.
Okay, wait. So we are. Let's get back to pageants. I love this. We're just talking about everything. So pageants. So I mean, if I were to do a Miss Continental, like I need to give myself like a year. Right? I need to do like prelims.
No. So okay. So for a normal person, yes, you would need to give yourself a year. You are privileged because you have money.
Yeah.
And so it's true.
Yeah.
If you have money, you can literally just get whatever you want together really last minute.
Yeah.
So you know designers, you could have a winning gown made immediately.
Yeah.
You could have as many dancers as you wanted immediately. You know, local queens have to they have to raise funds throughout.
Yeah.
They have to do benefit shows. They have to set aside money. We're lucky. So if we wanted to go and do a pageant in a month, we could literally have a winning package in a month.
Oof.
But I think you would slay a pageant. I think you are a pageant queen. You just never done. Wait, no, you did a pageant in St. Lucia.
I won the Miss Gay Caribbean, and I also won Miss Hell's Kitchen in New York. But no shade, New York pageants, they are not like.
Yeah, but I still think there is a pageant queen under there.
I feel like if I came up in the South, I think I would have been a pageant girl.
Yeah,
I think I would have.
Absolutely, you would have.
Yeah, I would have won Miss Continental Plus, honey.
You are not now. Well, you would have won Continental Plus and now go over the skinny girl.
Like if people do that right, you do both.
Oh, girl. What was her name?
Did Roxy Andrews do that?
Roxy has. She won Plus and then went for regular. She didn't win, but she made the top 5.
Okay.
Girl, it's slipping my mind. One of my good friends has done that too. She even as a bigger girl, she won regular Continental.
Oh, really?
Well, there's no rules for regular Continental. You could be any size, shape, weight.
But plus you have to be
you have to be over 200 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
Work. Okay, wait. So Jacob has some. Do you have the Q&A questions,
Yes,
Jacob?
I do.
Okay, so Jacob's gonna ask us some pageant Q&A answers, and we'll just like alternate answering them.
So these are all real Miss Continental questions. They start with the regular ones, and then they get wild.
Oh my gosh!
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, they come up with some crazy questions.
Oh God. Okay.
But we'll start with Trinity.
Okay.
Who is Trinity the Tuck, and why should you be Miss Continental?
Who is Trinity the Tuck? By the way, if I ever competed again, I would go by Trinity Taylor. Trinity Taylor is still my name.
Oh, is it?
Trinity the Tuck is just like my nickname that I go by.
I got it. But Trinity Taylor is it.
Whenever I go back as a former Entertainer of the Year, they always announce me as Trinity Taylor because that's how I won.
Yeah.
So it would be Trinity Taylor. So who is Trinity Taylor and why should she be Miss Continental?
See, you have to repeat the question.
You know, some people don't like that. I do like that because it makes you refresh in your mind before you answer the question. Yeah. But some judges don't like that. So that's kind of to your discretion.
Okay.
So I would say, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and most distinguished panel of judges. I am contestant number 400, and my name is Trinity Taylor. I'm proudly sponsored by a host of friends and family who do believe that I can be the next Miss Continental. And in response to the question, who is Trinity Taylor? Trinity Taylor is a very creative, pumped, overfilled, beautiful entertainer from Alabama who barely graduated. Hooked on Phonics did work for me. And why should I be Miss Continental? Because I have gowns, beautiful gowns. And I thank you. Once again, in question and answer, I am contestant number 400, and my name is Trinity Taylor. Thank you.
Oh, well, you see, that's so much work. I gotta say the number, the name.
I mean, I didn't answer it like seriously, but you do want to. You have to repeat your contestant name and number.
A number.
And a lot of girls do repeat their sponsors.
Their sponsors.
Yeah.
Like if like a bar sponsored you. Or like
a bar, a person, like girls, some of them will list the whole thing. My rule of thumb is just say friends and family.
Friends and family.
That encompasses everybody. That way you don't forget anybody and you can remember that.
All right. Some are like, bitch, I gave her $20 and she ain't say my name.
Oh, girl, trust. And they will.
Okay.
Oh, they will.
Hey, real quick.
I'm saying, hey, actually, I'm telling them, hey, listen.
I'm going to say it. Listen. Listen. I know that you already enjoyed this episode, but if you could do us a favor, if you want to see the rest of this episode visually, see it, all of our episodes are available on our Patreon.
Yes, we have the full Monty. Every little second of me gathering this ball black bitch is on our Patreon for your uninterrupted viewing pleasure.
Are you in front of a mirror? Anyway, let's continue with the episode.
Having a good therapist is more important now than ever, and Alma is the platform working to simplify access to high-quality, affordable mental health care and connect you with the best doctor for you. Alma is a platform that is working to simplify access to high-quality, affordable mental health care. Their website is so accessible and so easy to browse. I think it's important to take care of your mental health, and I love how easy Alma makes it. And sometimes for me, ease is a part of my mental health. If it's too hard, I won't want to do it. Alma helps therapists work with major insurance companies to make therapy more accessible and affordable. Over 96% of therapists at Alma take insurance, including Aetna, United Healthcare, Cigna, and more. People who find in-network care through Alma save an average of 77% on cost of therapy. Alma has a diverse network of therapists to fit your unique needs. In the easy-to-use directory, you can filter for gender, sexual orientation, race, etc. Every therapist at Alma has a detailed profile so you can get a better picture of their working style, expertise, and even why they pursued a career in mental health. It's easy to get started. Most therapists offer a free consultation call to gauge fit. No upfront costs or commitments. Schedule your consultation directly online with a provider at a time that works best for you. Alma is available nationwide with both virtual and in-person options. Find a therapist with Alma today at helloalma.com/rivalry. That's helloalma.com/RIVALRY.
All right. Miss Exchange.
Yeah.
Who is the one person you admire the most and why?
Hello, everyone, and distinguished panel of judges, except you. I am contestant number 401, Monét X Change.
Oh, you're coming after me. Okay, all right.
And in response to the question, who is the person I most admire and why? My answer is God. I think that God created each and every one of us here perfectly in his image. She is the greatest person I know, the strongest force I know, and without her, none of us would be here. Thank you. Contestant number 401, Monét X Change. Thank you.
That was a pageant answer.
Was it?
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, no,
I don't believe in God, but here we are.
Me either. Just give us one of the wild ones now.
Okay. Intimacy is being seen and known as the person you truly are. How do you think people see you?
What? That is so heavy for a fucking pageant. Jesus
Intimacy.
Christ. Okay, so someone will get like one of your first ones, and someone will get one like that in the same thing, or is it like
No,
levels?
so Continental, to my understanding, Continental takes all the contestants that are not answering and put them in a soundproof like area, and they all get the same question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some pageant, like Entertainer of the Year, they pull from your bio, so it's a personal question about you.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Could you repeat the question, please?
Intimacy is being seen and known as the person you truly are. How do you think people see you?
Once again, in question and answer, my name is Trinity Taylor, and I'm contestant number 400 and now finalist number 1. Intimacy is, I don't remember that part of the question, but who do I think people see me as, I believe, is the question. In response to the question, and my sponsors are a host of friends and family who do believe in me to be the next Miss Continental. Judges, I think people see me as perfection, made for this system, a leader, someone who serves her country and world peace. Once again, I'm contestant number 400, finalist number 1, in question and answer on final night of Miss Continental 2023, and my name is Trinity Taylor. Thank you.
I love honestly saying perfection. Seeing people see me as perfection. Now I would be the audience like, what? I would live for that. I would live for that.
I would not answer these like this.
Why? Really? Can I say perfection?
Oh no, you could. You
Okay.
could. You could. I would be way more genuine with my answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love the perfection. I would.
Question and answer was not my strong suit. That is the one category that I did when I won Entertainer of the Year against Alyssa. I won every category from preliminaries all the way through final night, except for question. I was third in question, but yeah.
Come on, every category.
Bitch, I had competed 6 times over 10 years. They better give me every fucking category.
Okay, I'm ready, judges.
Monét X Change. What is one question you would ask me if I were a contestant? And then would you please answer it?
If I was a judge, the question I would ask you is, why should Monét X Change win? And the answer is because she is perfection. She has served her country, and she is your finalist number 2 tonight. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Okay, didn't steal that at all.
Oh my God! Imagine bitches start stealing each other's
It's a very
answers.
pageant thing to do, bitch.
Girl.
They be doing some crazy stuff.
No, they say like people. I've heard these like rumors, or not rumors, or like stories about how when people like really disgruntled, they like crush up glass and put it in powder. That cannot be a real thing.
That I know for a fact that I've heard that story. I haven't heard of that happening anytime soon, but I've heard like razor blades on gowns.
That's crazy.
I've heard people stealing stuff. I do know that a couple of years ago, a Queen's, and I don't remember which pageant this is, but I remember hearing this. A Queen's group that was there for her, she didn't win the pageant, and they were so furious. They sprayed pepper spray into the vents, so the entire event had to get evacuated.
That is insane.
Petty. Drag pageants. Here we are.
Imagine you sitting there and just pepper, like you're like, oh my God, why are my eyes burning? Why am I coughing?
Oh yeah.
That
Have
is
you
too
seen
much.
those videos of like it had to have been a pageant in like in a Spanish speaking country, because that was the language speaking, of like a girl who didn't win, and she goes up behind her and snatches the wig and the crown.
I've seen that
bitch.
one. I've seen that.
Bald bitch.
I'm like, y'all, it's just a pageant. I mean, but again, people are spending like tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So like, it's a lot of fucking money.
Girl, well,
but what gets me is that the payoff from winning the pageant is sometimes so much smaller than what you spend to do the pageant.
well, I think it depends. So like, if you're going and having a big production, yeah, that costs a lot of money. But somebody like you who can sing opera,
yeah.
you could go up there like Giselle Barbie Royale when she did solo.
Yes, yeah.
So doing a solo, girl, you could go do any pageant for cheap.
Yeah.
Because all you need is a really good gown. So if you invest a lot of money in a really good gown and you have a natural born talent, you could go sweep pageants everywhere. There's a career pageant queen named Tanisha Cassadine, God rest her soul.
I heard of her.
She would literally every weekend she would be doing pageants. When she wasn't doing bookings, she would be doing pageants.
But like, which pageant pays the most? Continental?
No. I think the most, I may be out of the loop, but I think the most is 10,000 Entertainer of the Year and Miss Glamorous in Orlando that just happened. They pay 10,000. I think Continental might be 10,000. If it's not 10,000, it's 8,000 to the winner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad.
There was a one-off pageant one time called the Most Beautiful Transsexual in the World pageant, which I think Mimi Marks won. And that was $20,000 or $30,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I would transition for that.
And there was a a documentary on that, I think.
I feel like I've seen that actually.
Yeah, it's fierce. Victoria Pork Chop Parker did it.
Did she really?
And as far as my knowledge, she's not transsexual, and she still did it. Most beautiful.
Girl. Well, do you know who she just did I think she's so stunning. She's so beautiful. Melanie
Monroe. Oh, she is absolutely stunning. I was floored that she didn't win. I was like, how does she not win?
She did a Miss International Queen.
Yes,
in Thailand.
It is a trans pageant in Thailand, and it's not like I wouldn't say it's a drag pageant. I would say it's a trans pageant.
Yeah.
But it's like Miss Universe.
Yeah.
And she was absolutely stunning.
The pictures of her and the videos, I'm like, she looks like a it's not real. She doesn't.
Girl.
She's so.
If I looked like her, bitch, I would have had titties yesterday.
Couldn't I tell you? I'll talk about this on the podcast before. Like I don't feel this so much anymore, but I really wanted to. I was heavily considering getting boobs, like getting like a solid like 38C.
Girl, I am one hormone shot and laser and tits away. I mean, like literally, I have my entire body done. Like I literally would. But no, I think about that all the time. I 100% feel that I'm trans. I would never claim to be a trans woman because I've never lived that experience.
Yeah.
But I always said, even before like I knew what non-binary was, that I was an in-between. I always said that.
Yeah.
And if I felt comfortable, this is going back to like self-confidence, and you know, like when you're trans, I imagine that it's there's a lot of dysphoria.
Yeah.
I do not feel comfortable. Like when I'm in drag, I feel like I look fine, but I don't see myself how I would want to see myself like every day.
Yeah.
Like if I was going to live my life as a female, I would want to look a certain way. And I know that sounds awful. I know that sounds vain, but but
it's your body.
And that's why I haven't transitioned. I fully feel like I'm trans. Again, would never claim trans woman.
Yeah.
At least not right now. At least not while I haven't. I've thought about getting FFS.
I've thought about that too.
And seeing how I feel after that.
Yeah.
A lot of my insecurities have to do with I want to get my cheeks removed, like the silicone removed.
Yeah.
And see like after a facelift how I feel. Because I do feel like I look better now in drag than I did even like season 9 era.
I mean you're so different.
I feel like that. But yeah, I think being trans is and going through like to physically transition is a lot to commit.
Yeah.
And for someone to feel comfortable doing that, I just don't know that I would feel comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I share a lot of those same feelings too. Like I've always, ever since I started before drag, I've always like felt this like otherness, and before I knew the language of non-binary, now I do identify as a non-binary person, which is of a trans experience. By definition, if you're non-binary, you are trans. So I feel that, but I like you, like I don't feel that I'm a trans woman. Like if I was to completely transition, I don't know how comfortable I would be living that as my day-to-day life.
I can tell you right now, you would be more, and again, this is just my thought process for myself. This is not a reflection on trans people at all. Do not feel like you have to look a certain way to live your life as your truth. But I know that to a lot of people, this is not everybody's experience, but to a lot of people, passing is important. I feel like you would be more passing than I would be.
Really?
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Absolutely. Girl, when you do drag, you literally put on lip gloss, some tinted moisturizer, and a little glitter in your eye, and you're done, bitch.
Stop it.
I saw you with that long, straight human hair wig. Where were you at in that tweed outfit? At the,
oh yeah, the Essence Festival.
Yeah, I was like, that's a woman.
Like, yeah, I mean, I've the men I used to date and how I often live before, before my current boyfriend, like that I was towing the line of that, right? I was sharing a lot of those experiences, and I was like, could I wake up like this every day and do this every day? I'm like, I don't know, but oftentimes I do feel not oftentimes, I pretty much always feel comfortable that way, but having to fully commit to that experience, I don't know how comfortable I would be every day. But
how would your partner feel if you were like, oh, I'm getting tits?
Oh, he doesn't care. He was like, yeah. He
really?
Yeah. He used to be straight. He was straight 6 years ago. Yeah. He just became one of the boys. So yeah, but he wouldn't care. But I just don't know how I would. And again, like you said, and there's just so much around that, and I don't know. Maybe one day I want to, but
it's
totally
like a psychological fuck. Like when you're feeling a certain type of way and you don't look how you want to look. Like even like how I dress, like every day, like this is what I wear, like a t-shirt and like some casual pants, jeans or something. That's because when I am not in drag, I don't want attention. Because I already look feminine and I look more androgynous. And even sometimes I might sound like in drive-thrus, girl, I get ma'am all the time.
Really?
All the time. But I don't like attention. So I'm very like, I will dress more effeminate out of drag when I'm going to what I would consider like a safer place, like a queer venue or club or event. But generally I just like to just blend in.
Yeah, me too. I've really recently I've been really into jazzy shoes, like crazy shoes. I have like fucking clogs. I have those red shoes. But I'm into like a crazy shoe. But normally I'm trying to wear I wear like a baggy pant and an oversized shirt or a hoodie, kind of just like being nondescript.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who knows?
If I was a girl, if I ever was to get titties, bitch, they would be out.
Oh, girl,
I would look exactly like Melanie. I would look exactly like Kylie. Kylie, oh my God.
Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah.
Fuck both of them, bitch. I'm gonna push them both down some stairs. Girl,
so if you both got tits, how big would they be? Like,
I'm doing 38C.
Oh,
this bitch should be a fucking a cock destroyer.
No, I would not want them too big. I would say a C. I think a C.
Yeah.
I would want them to be beautiful and big, but not like I don't want to. I actually, in spite of the way that I look, and as much as I love plastic surgery, I would want to not be so done. I mean, I think for me to feel comfortable, I would have to look done.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to be so crazy. I wouldn't want them to be huge. That would be just too much.
Yeah, I would do like a 38C. I feel like that would on my proportionally that would look nice and it wouldn't be too. I would do that. And also, I would just love to just be able to just put on like a white t-shirt and just having like my tits out and like nice
Girl.
perky boobs.
Mhm.
Ah.
Yep. Like a baggy t-shirt and like booty shorts.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be so cute.
Your little Coach slides, sunglasses, oversized bag.
Patty and I we just came from Tacoma Pride, and the woman that took us to the airport, it was like Sunday morning at like 6:00 in the morning. She picks us up in her beautiful white BMW brand new X5.
And she doing an Uber.
No. She did the festival arrangement for the tickets.
Okay. I was like, she doing an Uber?
No, girl. And then she had this like platinum, like white blonde hair. It was like perfectly done. She had her little glasses on. She had her beautiful white top with her beautiful. I mean, I was just like, if I woke up every morning, I would want to look like this, and I know I would not. I would roll up looking crazy.
Girl, same. What infuriates me is that you're talking about Melanie and also Giselle. Without any makeup, those two, I want to slap a bitch.
I know.
That they
Giselle
both,
is so beautiful.
their skin, they don't need anything.
Yeah, they're so beautiful.
Skincare. That's it.
So beautiful. Which I haven't watched Queen of the Universe, but apparently they were so shady to her.
I know that Melanie CDF, whoever Melanie, who is it?
Scary Spice.
Yeah, Scary Spice. She's one of the Melanies. Mel B.
Yeah.
She was really shady to her.
I heard. I've seen some of the
I'm
clips.
like, oh shit.
Yeah. I saw the first episode and like everyone like complimented her on the song, and then Melanie was like, "It was awful. Why would you come sing Adele for us? If you can't do Adele like Adele, then you don't do it." And I was like, I think she sounded good. Like I'm like, bitch, you're not out here with I mean, maybe she does have a Grammy. I'm sure Spice Girls has to have a Grammy, but I was like, girl, calm
acting
down.
crazy.
Right.
She saw her titties and she's like, nope. Over for you, bitch.
Jacob, how are we on time?
How you fat?
The work. I don't want to make sure we go over. Okay, so and I told Trinity this. I'm gonna send Jacob the picture right now because Trinity and I are doing this for Halloween this year. There is this iconic picture of the Little Mermaid, Ariel, and Betty Boop. And I want Trinity and I for Halloween. I'm gonna go to Florida. We're going to take this picture and it's gonna be our Halloween post as the Twinners. I think.
Have you even sent this to me?
I think I have. I didn't send it to you?
No.
Let me find it. I have it on my phone. Oh my God. On my phone, I also have this like, when I was, Women of the World and I would be on the apps, I would always, when people send me ugly dick pics, I would always save them and be like, what? Like, when someone sends you a dick pic and their dick look like it has the flu?
I'll block them. Bro, I'm not trying.
This picture.
Oh, that's fierce. I don't think you sent that to me, but that's fierce.
Right, that'd be cute, Jake. Isn't that cute? So
and that is Jessica Rabbit. That's not Ariel.
Let me say this to Jacob now.
But see, this is interesting. I don't know if you know this. You probably do. In that picture, it looks like Betty Boop is a person of color because she was based off of.
Yes, I did. I saw that. I was watching this thing on Netflix and I was like, really? I had no idea.
She's based off of a black woman.
Yeah, this would be so cute. I'm gonna do finger waves just like that. You with the red hair.
I think it's fierce.
It would be so cute.
Let's do it.
We're doing it for Halloween. I don't have service. I'll send it to when I have service, Jacob. But that's gonna be a very cute little photographer. You know what? We should annually the Twinners on the anniversary of our win. We should do like a shoot together.
I think so too. Do you think they're ever gonna have another Twinners?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. They better not.
I know that we both were like over it in that moment, but I think it's so like so cool now.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. In the moment we were you were showing your expression on your face, and that
was the Botox. I couldn't move it anyway. I was just bitter because I was like.
The money.
Not just. I was
mad about it. I don't want to share.
Not just that.
I want my money.
The first of all, when I was you could not hear that.
Yeah,
at least for me, I'm hard of hearing anyway. So I didn't know what was going on. But after when we figured it out, it's the pageant queen in me because there's never been a tie in a pageant ever.
Yeah.
So to me, it was like, I would have rather them just give you the title or give me the title.
Yeah.
And so one person could celebrate. And what I was really bitter about is the people that were our assistants that were there. They knew.
Yeah, they
They
knew.
knew while they were dressing what was going down, and nobody told us.
Yeah, we were like we're painting in the basement. Wow. And the video that y'all see was like at a bar across the street, and then our assistants were there. And then
they had looked on Reddit.
And they looked on Reddit and the news. And Patty kept on trying to be like, "Hey Mo, can I talk to you for a second?" I was like, "I had to paint. Like we're running low on time." And Lou was trying to tell you. And then when we went across the street, they did not let them talk to us beforehand because they knew it had leaked.
Yeah.
And they didn't want them to spill it to us.
How crazy.
Crazy, girl. Crazy. And then that happened like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Or like 5 o'clock, then we had to stay until like 10 o'clock in drag.
Girl, just to go to Kelly Musgraves
and Conway Graves.
Yeah. concert to be announced on stage as the winners.
Yes.
She was very sweet.
She was very nice.
And bitch, we were in the Country Music Hall of Fame for a long time for that.
All the time. Yeah. And it was good. Casey was great. What I realized, I guess we got the picture and the thing afterwards, but we didn't get like a picture with her on our phone.
Yeah.
We probably could have asked, but we were just so tired. We were
Girl,
in drag all day.
Exhausted. Mentally. Emotionally.
Yeah. But I don't think there's going to be another tie. I don't think so.
I hope not. I think that it was a cool moment. And I think that, yeah,
they can never get rid of us. I mean, we're the only one. Like, you have to. Although, bitch, this past season on All Stars, they did all of the winners for All Stars, and they did not have Alaska or Chad in it.
Really?
They had a construction challenge based on all the past All Stars winners, and they didn't have a box for Alaska or Chad.
Which I'm like, dang.
Why do you think they didn't do that?
No, and like, I mean, there were only 6 girls, so they did you, me, Shay, Sonique, Trixie, and somebody else. Oh no!
Maybe they
did 5, but they should have done it at 7 girls, so they could have had the other 2. I don't know. It was weird.
Maybe they passed it off as we did the newest winners,
the most recent ones. Yeah, maybe.
So that's the easy way to get out of that.
Yeah,
you know, World of Wonder loves to pull a good one.
Here's the thing. Here's the question I have: is Jinx considered an All Stars winner?
I don't know. They never once. Do you remember? I do not remember them saying at all ever once that she would be in the Imaginary Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Not once. And I haven't seen since, even this season, them have anything with the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they haven't done that. You're right. Maybe when they have the winner, they'll like put it in there. But you're right. They haven't. They normally have some type of graphic at some point in the season. You see it, but they haven't. I said my idea. I would like us all to do like we'll like record it on whatever. And we should do like us all talking the Hall of Fame. Like
that would be so good.
Frames. That would be so cute.
It would be really cute. And you know what really made me bitter too about when they crowned Shay was we had this whole thing and coming back from Australia together to go film, and we were the first ones that didn't get to crown someone.
Yes. Why was that?
Girl, they said fuck them.
It was so weird. We came all the way back. Like we were both on.
We changed our schedule.
Yes, and we canceled like dates on a tour in Australia. We flew back to LA.
Yep.
We got those. Jeffrey Kelly made us those the Tuong Fu dresses.
The Tuong Fu looks.
And then
for us to record
on
something
a green screen.
Yeah.
Like I still don't understand why we didn't that. Why?
I don't know. Girl.
Wait, did Shay crown
like
Kylie?
The stepchildren.
Did Shay crown Kylie?
I don't. I think.
They just don't.
I think the people that crowned us were the last of the crowns.
That's so weird. Like, why not just
very weird? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Rue he doesn't come on stage anymore. He just sits on the thing. So just let it have.
I could be wrong, but I think that the year that Kylie's season was airing, you were all filming All Star 7.
We did. That's true. We were all filming All Star 7.
Like this summer, they were filming All Stars. They were filming All Stars. They were airing All Stars. Oh no, that's because they were filming All Stars 6 the year before. So.
Oh yeah. We were available. We were around. They just did it. Well, it's also pandemic though. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
True. Maybe they'll change it on All Stars 10. They bring us all back or something.
Girl. Well, you know they ain't gonna bring one of them back at least. Girl, that's so wild to me.
Wait, what?
why do you think Alaska
Oh.
is not in good graces with World of Wonder? But just because of her association?
Have you heard her song "Wow"?
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think it's that,
Wow.
but I think a lot of it was built up before that. I think it was because of her proximity to Willem.
Yeah.
They were just real like, we gotta keep you at arm's length.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
No pun
Wow.
intended. Sorry. No pun intended. No pun intended.
Wow.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Okay. Last question before you go.
Okay.
Would you
Uh-huh.
ever go back?
Yes.
Really?
Girl, I love to compete. I would go back if it was for charity.
Mm.
I think that you and I have accomplished everything we could possibly accomplish there.
Yes,
like
girl.
like we've made it to the end multiple times. We've won.
Yeah.
We've won a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
You've made it to the top 2 twice.
Yeah.
There's nothing else we can accomplish by going back to a regular season. I think that I would because I just love the concept of Drag Race as a competition. I would love to go back if it was for charity or if it was for like a mentor for like a newcomer girl or like families. Like there had to be some kind of twist.
Yeah. Like if this drags sisters thing that the fans always do. It's always like Dayla and Jinx, Bob and Monet, Alaska and Willem. Like, who would your person be?
I don't. You're the only person that I have affiliation with,
And I think we would turn it out.
Yeah, I mean, girl, look
I think
at it.
we'll do
We
a
made
good
it to
job.
the end.
Yeah.
I don't really have like another person that like is iconically like somebody
That you,
that
like, linked with
that
in a show
I'm
like that.
linked with.
Yeah.
Unless it would be like Eureka, like
Oh, God.
like rivals
Oh,
that
God.
are
That could be
grouped
kinda
together.
cute rivalries.
That would be fierce.
Oh my God, this drag race rivalries. They had to.
I think it would be fierce to do like a drag mother and daughter
That would be
combo.
great. Like you and Chantel.
Me and Chantel, or me and my drag mother, because my drag mother is still freaking fierce.
Work.
And she's like opposite of me. She's like, me and Chantel are very similar, but my drag mother is like a club kid mixed with pageant.
Work. We love that.
Her name's Jordan Kennedy. You might can see her on Instagram. She just started doing drag again after 15 years.
Why did she stop?
She did Continental, and the year before she had made the top 10 and almost made top 5, and then she came back that next year and didn't make the finals.
Damn.
And after that, she like
I'm fucking done with
she
you bitches.
literally quit drag. She quit drag. But there was underlining that we've had conversations about this. There was underlining things that were going on like mentally that she was dealing with. She wasn't happy with herself, and there's a lot of unresolved things that she's worked through. She's actually doing Entertainer of the Year this year.
I identify a lot of that because I almost quit drag after All Star 7.
You're lying.
No.
Bitch, you've been doing so much stuff. You've been on TV show. You've been you making money, bitch.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to go to the Met Gala.
I could totally see you doing that, girl.
Right?
You're so connected. I
I
don't
would
see
love
why
to
you
go-
would not.
I mean, I'm not though. I mean, it looks like I am, but I'm really not. I would love to go to the Met Gala. That sounds so fun. I just want to see what happens.
You
after
don't know
the
no
fucking
designers.
stairs. No, I don't because you see these girls. They go to like all the runway shows. They
like the
never ask-
young little tween looking ones.
I've never been.
Girl,
even,
ain't nobody ever DM'd me and be like, hey.
Well, but then when you see some girls like how maybe they ask her, but because apparently I've never done to these things. I don't know for sure. Apparently, when you go to these things, like you're paying your way, like you're paying for your own flight, your hotel. You'll get a dress or something, but you're paying for all that stuff.
I'll pay for a flight and a hotel to go to a Met Gala.
No, not the Met Gala. Like go to like these like fashion shows.
Oh,
and,
no.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're paying for your own way to go to the Paris Fashion Week, London. Like you're doing all that yourself.
Oh,
but they give you free clothes to wear just for the show, not to keep.
Yeah.
So that's so when you see someone like how is like Naomi Smalls never doing these things? I'm like, because Naomi's like, bitch, I don't need to be.
Yeah, why? Because Naomi is like iconic for fashion, and
like
she's
tall,
a supermodel.
She's a supermodel.
She's gorgeous.
But I think it's like some girls want to like pay all this money to go to these things, and some girls are like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And I think also it depends on if you're friends with people or not.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I would do if I got invited to a fashion week, whatever. I would do it. I would want to do it at least once. I want to do every experience at least one time, so I can be like, I did it. I didn't like it. Oh, that was so fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But who knows? Whatever.
Rubbing elbows with Cardi B, bitch. Cardi B has not missed on any of her team.
Oh, it's always really good.
Girl, every one of her looks that she wears everywhere is just, she shuts it down to me.
Her team is great.
She's like the queen of fashion. Her and Doja Cat.
Doja Cat was really good. People like catch out to read her for that cat look. I thought it was really.
I thought it was
cute.
fierce.
I thought it was great. She looked amazing.
Fierce.
From Chanel. Hello. But Trinity, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
This was wasn't that a great episode?
Yeah.
We love Trinity Taylor.
Bob the Tuck.
Bob the Tuck. Trinity the drag queen.
Oh, Trinity the drag queen. Yes.
Y'all, thank you for listening to this episode. And make sure you go on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and review us, rate us, give us a 5-star rating, y'all. It really helps us out. And it really, really, really will make sure that you guys keep on getting some quality content.
And go subscribe to their Patreon and give these bitches some money.
Yes.
Because she needs to have her one eyebrow raised.
And I'm doing it too. Next, peace, y'all.
Bye.